Hey everybody, I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. We're back with the Tuesday night series we've been running. We're doing 6 episodes in total. This will be the 3rd episode called Bands by the Numbers. And tonight's number is 4. These are bands with 4 members in the band. So basically what we're doing is every week I pick one with a different number of members of the band. First week was 6 members. Second week was 5 members. This week is 4-member bands. So I've actually narrowed it down to about 4. It wasn't really hard to narrow down. I kind of knew who these 4 were going to be. And then I was deciding on which one should I put in here. And then I decided, well, I'm going to go with the 2 in my group of 7. One of them is a kind of a metal band, has a lot of masterpiece albums with me, great studio stuff, fantastic studio stuff. Maybe the best studio stuff of any band, like by the numbers anyways. But I've never really liked them too much. Not that I didn't like going to see them live, but I've never really owned anything live by them and never really thought to own anything live, but they're not really, to me, it's the studio stuff that really that entrench me. The live part doesn't really do much for me other than I like it, but it's not overwhelming. The other band, on the other hand, is completely the opposite. Yeah, their studio stuff is good. Some of it's actually great, but they don't have nearly as much of it as the other band. They're also more of a singles band. They have a lot of songs that were on the charts and stuff, but not really a ton of albums. But as far as their live performance go, I think they may be the best live band ever. And they've definitely, of all the live albums I have, or live videos I have, they're the one I have the most of. So I decided by a hair I'm going to go with The Who. I chose this album, Who Are You, because I've been using the other ones too much. So Who Are You, or The Who, they get the nod as my favorite 4-man band, primarily by their live stuff. Yes, their albums are good too, but there's not as many of them as some bands. And they tend to, some of their earlier albums especially, have a lot of just collections of songs that they played in the 60s. They were basically kind of a hit single type band at that time. I often think of them as just being a live band. Like, they are maybe the best live band ever, in my opinion. Some people have other arguments for that, but that's fine. For this video, I decided that they get in for that. They were monstrous in the 60s and 70s, kind of faded in the 70s, and didn't do anything in the 90s, really. Came back and did a couple more albums in this century. Both really good albums. Like their late editions are really good albums, I think. But overall, just a fantastic band. Great to see live. Very loud. Lots of stuff going on. For me, they had to be in there. They've been one of my favorite bands now, going back to probably the early. Well, probably got into them later than a lot of bands, but I started following them a little bit more towards the end of my time living at home before I went on my own, and then continued to follow them right up until I got married. My wife actually didn't mind them either. My daughter liked them. She used to say they were, of the bands I listened to, she liked them the best. So, yeah, The Who, just a fantastic band. Got everything going for them and are going to win, where they're going to be my choice for my favorite 4-man band here. So I'll give you some of the honorable mentions. So the band that they were fighting, of course, was Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath has 7 masterpiece albums by my standards, and a lot of really good album stuff. I did see them twice in concert. I liked them both times, but I wasn't blown away like I was by The Who. So it was just a combination of what I wanted to do. Both are very close on my list of favorite bands, so I had to give them honorable mention. The other two bands that I actually considered briefly were Led Zeppelin and, of course, the other group of 9 band Pink Floyd, which I love this album a lot. So you've got some really, really super 4-man bands here. Some people might say these are among the best bands of all time. You look at the 4 I have here: Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and The Who. They got to be top 10 bands of all time, really. And so The Who's going to win it by a nose. I hope you get a chance to go out there and listen to some Who today, or better yet, find some videos and watch them. Fantastic band live. So that's my choice for tonight. If you want to put your own choice in the comment section below, that'd be great. I'm curious to see what other 4-man bands that I may not have put in there that you might want to think, or maybe you think that I picked the wrong one of the 4. That's fine. You put that down there too. Please hit the like and subscribe. That's much appreciated. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss next week's Bands by Numbers, where we'll be doing my favorite 3-man band. Geez, I wonder who's going to be in there. Yeah, okay. Anyways, we'll see you next week, and have yourself a good evening. Take care, and goodbye.